Okay, good morning. It is almost 10, Sunday morning here. Um, yeah, we're going to record some more AI Dungeon. I just started this. I have no plan at all for what I'm going to say or anything, so it might be again a bit disjointed. I just want this video done so I can release it tonight, I think, because the previous AI Dungeon video I did was actually kind of popular, or it got over 100 views, and that's quite a lot for something like this, because let's be quite frank here, AI Dungeon videos are maybe not the most exciting stuff you can find on YouTube. Uh, it's mostly just text. But speaking of that, I have a few things I want to show you that I've done, some visual things that will actually heighten the immersion here. It's been 6 days since I recorded the last episode. I haven't played this scenario for 6 days, and during that time I've been working on a little thing here. I'm going to show you a very visual thing. I'm going to show you, but I want to start the story first. And yeah, also I wanted to mention I have been playing another scenario. This is one I've made myself. This is more like a political thriller type thing. You, um, I made it so you could actually try to play a bad guy, and in the previous iterations of AI Dungeon, that wasn't possible. It was really not possible to play a bad guy, like like a really evil person. But it is now. So I've been having lots of fun playing a dictator of a South American republic, imaginary South American, Latin American country, and being really, really bad, like crushing rebellions with uh, like democratic protests with tanks and throwing people from helicopters and the usual South American stuff, eradicating entire villages, stuff like that. And you can actually do that with AI Dungeon now. So that I'm really pleased with how AI Dungeon is right now. You can actually play a really, really bad character. So that's something I really like. There is a problem though going around with AI Dungeon right now. I noticed in this one when I got up to like 90 or 100 actions, then it started repeating itself. Like it took posts that were far back in the story and just word for word repeated them. So that was really annoying, but I got around it. I actually got around that by just injecting manual story updates into the thing. So I kind of pushed it in the right direction. So that might actually happen to our scenario that we're playing here too. But we'll see if that happens. I know what to do and how to kind of deal with that. Um, yeah. So yeah, that about that. We're going to actually just continue this. I want to continue this right away because right now we find ourselves in the previous episode. We left our home village, and in a tavern we found a beautiful woman who invited us to be her escort to her father's mansion, which was Blackthorn Manor, which sounds very ominous. But we agreed just because of her beauty and our youth, because we are playing a very inexperienced and naive young man. And who could have guessed that she and her father were vampires? So we ran away into the woods, the dark and threatening, whispering woods, and came upon a creepy stream full of weird creatures there too. Um, and we ran away from that too. And now all of a sudden we find ourselves in a clearing with in the middle there is a large old ancient tree that seems to keep all the evil away. So we're going to talk to the tree. He has already told us that this is the Whispering Woods. So that's a talking tree, just like in Tolkien's stories. So we're going to ask him for advice on how to continue this, because right now we're feeling a bit cowardly to have run away. We were seeking adventure and well, when we found it, we ran away. So let's come up with something here to kind of continue the story now. Um, I tell the tree what a coward I feel for having ran away from the challenges I've encountered. Oh, when I watched back my previous video too, I often spelled things really badly and used wrong words and stuff. But AI Dungeon is pretty good at actually understanding that even if you spell like shit. I tell the tree what a coward I feel for having uh, how cowardly I feel for having run away from the challenges I've encountered in the whispering. Is it the Whispering Woods? Yeah, and that usual spelling mistake. Well, let's just begin with this, shall we? And I'm not going to do a say, I'm going to do just do a do. I could do, well, let's just do that. Doesn't matter, I think. I have my morning coffee here too. And Spock went outside, so this video might be interrupted when I have to go and let him in. Spock is my cat. Hush, child, the ancient tree speaks once more, its voice deep and resonant, the words seeming to emanate from its very bark. Fear is but a natural companion on the path of adventure. It is how you face the fear that truly defines you. The tree's leaves rustle softly, the silver shimmering in the moonlight. Ah, I like that. Those are indeed words of wisdom, wisdom and encouragement. Encouragement. I shall face my fears. I shall go back to Blackthorn Manor and face the vampires. I have, whoa, Silverbrand. I have Silverbrand. I have Silverbrand at my side. I have Silverbrand at my side. I'm probably one of the very few people on this Earth. Well, this isn't Earth, is it? I don't know the name of the planet, but it's certainly on another planet. Tolkien himself, he said that his Middle-earth was not on another planet. It was on Earth, but very, very, very long, very, very long time ago. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. I read his biography a few years ago and learned that. It's in a mythic a- age on Earth, like 100,000 years ago or something. So long ago that we've forgotten. But my story here is definitely on another planet. Like Tamriel is another planet. You can see they have two moons there, and so that's definitely on another planet. I'm probably one of the very few people in this land, that's just in this land, equipped to take on those vampires. Let's just say that to the tree and see what he's full of wisdom. This is actually a bit of wisdom there. The ancient tree's leaves rustle thoughtfully, as if considering your words. Brave words, young one, but heed this. The blackthorns are no common vampires. They are the first of their kind, born of dark magic and ancient pacts. Their power is vast, their cunning legendary. Silverbrand may aid you, but it is but one weapon against a foe of as ancient as time itself. Ooh. Let's have a sip of coffee and think about this. Making AI dungeon videos is very laid back. Uh, there's like no pressure with this because it's supposed to be slow and it's supposed to be like thoughtful, like the old tree here himself. So let's ask him if he has any advice for this, how to take on this foe. Oh, ancient one. That sounds dramatic. Pray tell. No, no, no. That's too much. Tell me if you have any as I take these foul vampires on. Tell me if you have any advice for me or any suggested allies for me to. Um, what's it called? Any suggested allies? I could. It doesn't. It's not really important to construct the sentences very correctly or something, but it doesn't sound right. But I'm gonna, I'm not gonna sit here and think about that now. The ancient tree's branches sway gently in the moonlight, its voice rumbling deep within its core. There is one who may aid you, if you find him before the blackthorns do. Seek the hermit of the hollow oak. He once served the vampires, but broke free of their thrall. You'll find his hut in the heart of the whispering woods, where the three ancient oaks converge. The tree's leaves whisper as if carried by an unseen wind. Oh, this is so intriguing. I thank you for your advice. Please, please advise me. Please tell me the direction. I shall seek out the hermit at once. Please tell me the direction in which to go, and I will set forth. The ancient tree's branches point northeast, its leaves rustling in an unnatural, purposeful way. Follow the path of the silver moonbeam, where the three ancient oaks cast their shadows. But be warned, the hermit's hut is not easily found, and many have sought it in vain. The whispering woods have many secrets, and some are best left buried. As you prepare to depart, the tree's branches sway gently, as if in farewell. Northeast. See, I've been doing this thing here. I'm going to show you now what I've been doing. I've actually made a map. A map of the story so far. And this is the map how it looked after the first episode. So we left the home village, that's here. I don't even know a name for the home village, but we left it and we crossed the rolling hills and we came into the town of Silverfall, where we found the Wandering Piper's Rest Tavern. That's where we found the woman, and she took us out in her carriage into the countryside and into the what's the Whispering Woods now. And here's Blackthorn Manor. That's where we escaped her and found and ran off into the forest and found the creepy stream. That's here with all the creepy kind of ghosts or wraiths or whatever they were coming out of the water there. Again, we ran away, and this is where we're now at the ancient tree. So northeast would be like in this direction. So I would have to expand the map here and make, or expand the forest. So yeah, it would be here. No, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change it to southwest. So we get into here, which is outside the map. So I can actually expand on this map as we go. This map is made with an app or whatever you'd call it because it's online. It's called, the logo isn't here anywhere, but it's called Incarnate. All of these things, these little farmhouses are just like stickers. So you can really quickly build a map like this. It's the fine tuning later that takes a lot of time. I've been fine tuning this one for days, and I find that a lot of fun. So everything is just little stickers. You can, like the trees here. You can put in more trees like this. Really easy to create. Even the compass there is a sticker, and the text. So this is called Incarnate. I actually got a free 7-day trial But I've been using this for years, but I haven't been using it now for months. I like I like this. I actually have my own little. Let's see if we can. Uh, well, let's save those. I just pasted a few trees, but let's save them anyway. I actually have a an own fantasy world that I've been creating since 2009. Actually, I made a mod for Civilization 4. Yeah, Civilization 4. That was actually called Fairy Tale, and this fantasy world. Uh, I've been wor- I've been working on this fantasy world since then, just as a little, I don't know, hobby project. Every now and then, this world was in the mod. It was a fantasy mod for Civilization 4, and it has changed quite a lot since then. But these are like the empires and the little kingdoms, and the elves live on this island, and this is the big superpower. The crystalline empire is the big superpower, the dominant power in the land here, and the elves live to the south, and then we have some really menacing insectoid collectives out there, and ashmen and barbarian tribes, and there's a sultanate out here in the desert. Yeah, so I made this. I've been making these maps with Incarnate, and I thought, why not make a map also for my AI dungeon story here? So yeah, this is what it looks like for now. Um, if the story grows, I'm going to make story cards of all of these locations, so I know, so the AI will know then where these things are in relation to each other. And if I start a new story, we will have the same land to play in, so it's going to be a bit consistent because of that. But I also found out that AI Dungeon is actually the team behind AI Dungeon. They're actually creating another uh, kind of mode for AI Dungeon called Heroes, and that's going to have all the role playing stuff like inventory management, and it's going to have character stats, and I bet there's going to be fighting functions and maps of the lands. Like the AI dungeon now won't remember locations and maps, and it certainly can't keep track of inventory, like how much money you have in your purse and stuff like that. It doesn't keep track of that. So they're actually working on making this into more of a game, and not as much a just a text thing that it is, like a text sandbox that it is now. So that's called Heroes, and I don't know any release date or anything. I just saw they had a few videos on it that were published a year ago, and there's also on the official Discord there's a channel for the Heroes. I don't know what to call it, an expansion, or yeah, well, let's call it that, expansion. Uh, yeah, also I was playing with uh, generating AI images. The internet is full of these so-called free AI image generators. This is supposedly then 100% free. It says somewhere here that it's 100% free, and no, it's not. You have yeah, 100% free and no login, no costs, watermarks, or forced logins. Okay, but when you read the fine print here, you have a certain allotment per day. Yeah, we provide you with the daily allotment of free credits, and when you're done with that, you have to pay. So yeah, that's usually how these work. I've been using them for some time just for fun. Often people just create beautiful women. That's quite understandable. I did that in my previous episode too, didn't I? But we could actually, we're going to try and create an image of those wraiths. The wraiths. Um, the s- the wraiths in the stream here. This is, we're going to copy this text and we're going to just throw it into that generator and see what it says. I will have to start, I will have to do, I'm going to copy it into, oh, in fact, I've done that already. Yeah, I've done that already. Yeah, because I thought of that. So I've copied the text. Let's in the middle of dark, no, the dark evil forest. There, ah, there is a stream. Just so it knows that it's in the forest. Let's just try this. I actually already copied this text from in here because I wanted to do that for this episode. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go back to that image generator and see what it does. I've already tried this one, and the result was kind of good-ish. Uh, I haven't tried this scenario, but I just copied from the story. I copied the scene when we left the home village and started wandering about in the beautiful countryside, and it produced a really kind of beautiful image. Let's just see what it does with this. Yeah, okay. That doesn't look too scary though. That actually looks quite beautiful. Some words here are spelled like crap. I'm gonna change the text a bit. Unnatural. Mm, um, the woman, she's supposed like a rising a woman or her skin pale, grotesque. A woman. A scary. I want her to look scarier than that because let's just. I changed the browser to English, but um, to make it easier for my viewers to see what I'm doing. But of course, my what's it called? The Windows Notepad is in Swedish because. Let's try to generate this instead. It was kind of a good picture though. I liked it, but I think we can do even better. Yeah, I think that's better. It looks the same, the background, but she looks way scarier. That looks really creepy. So yeah, I like that. I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna download that. Maybe use it in the thumbnail or something. Or maybe I'll use my map in the thumbnail. We'll see. Or maybe both. who knows? But yeah, the internet is full of these AI image generators now, and so if you run out of what's it called? What they call it? If you run out of daily allotments, you just use the next one. And of course, people are mostly generating these fancy women, but in our case, we can use it for. Oh, the other one is still there. Yeah, so I can compare them. Yeah, the one we generated now was definitely better. Way creepier. Yeah, way creepier. So that's what we saw in the forest there. It's kind of fun to like visualize your story in this way. It becomes kind of like more realer. Okay, so I'm going to change this to southwest. Yeah, he's pointing northeast, but we want to go. I'm going to edit that to southwest. Oh, like so. So it fits with the map better. Um, oh, Spock is knocking on the door. I'm 31 minutes in. I'm going to take a little break and go let him in and feed him. So yeah, be back in a little bit here. Um, okay, I'm back now. Spock is being fed, and yeah. Oh, what was I saying? This isn't much of an AI dungeon video, is it? I've been showing all sorts of different things, but I think it's kind of fascinating to make your own story like this, and you can, like Tolkien, his maps were really important, and I can actually make my own world like this, and have a lot of fun with that. And also, I know people are kind of suspicious towards AI, but in this case, making a story with it like this and using those AI image generators to kind of visualize your own story like this, I don't think that's anything to frown upon. I know AI is going to take a lot of jobs of people, like for example, voice acting. That is probably something that's going to be hurt really badly because uh, when we create computer game mods now, we don't need to actually have real people voice acting those mods. We can just generate the voices really quickly with a generator. I don't know I don't remember what it's called, but there's one for the Elder Scrolls games that generates voices that are based on the vanilla in-game voices, like the real voice actors. So you can mod characters into the game that actually use the real voices, and so I mean you can't beat that with a real live human voice actor. So it's going to surely, like copywriting is another area that's going to be absolutely devastated by AI, stuff like that. I know that, but it's been like this for all of human history, really. When they invented the cotton spinning machines, people started protesting against them and even destroying them in protests. And then again, that was in the early 19th century. And those cotton spinning machines, they led to the industrial revolution and the growth of the working class. So I think this AI revolution or AI thing what we're going through right now might actually lead to some sort of new horizons for humanity to conquer. And in the end, I think it's going to help us and not destroy us. But a lot of jobs in the short term here are going to definitely be suffering. But for now, and creating our own little stories here with AI Dungeon, I don't think we need to feel ashamed of that. But there are obviously concerns with AI, obviously, quite obviously, and I think it needs to be dealt with perhaps on a political level. I think high up, maybe on a global scale even. I don't know. I'm not a politician. My wife is. I'm not gonna. I don't care about. But it's interesting to think about these things and where this is going to take us, because this is entirely new and is so enormous, and it's going to roll over us like a huge landslide. So yeah, um, it's totally inevitable too. Uh, yeah, that about that. We're not going to be negative now or anything. I'm going to paste that thing that we pasted in the image generator. I'm actually going to paste it into here too and see what kind of an image um, AI Dungeon makes of this. The creepy stream in the forest. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I was about. No, that's even creepier, isn't it? Yeah. That's a bit too creepy. Yeah, that's a bit too creepy. Can I retry that? Yeah, that's a bit too much. I like the other one better, the darker one in the the image generator. Yeah, okay, this one is actually really good though, really creepy, quite disgusting actually. But I like the other one better actually. To be honest, I like this one best. So this is the Canaan one now, but I had to try this. That is really good though. I like this. I don't think you can do not safe for work images here. So thankfully, because YouTube will absolutely destroy me if I started publishing her parts. So I can't do that. Of course not. But I don't think AI Dungeon does that. I have honestly not tried. I might try that later though. That would, yeah, I might try that. But not for her though. Maybe the vampire lady. Try her. Um, it costs diamonds or whatever they're called to generate images. I think it's 30. Is it 30? Does it say? Does it say? I think it's 30. And you get diamonds when you're subscribed to AI Dungeon too. You get, oh, I don't remember how many I get. I'm on champion level. I think champion level is absolutely amazing value. So if you want to sign up for AI Dungeon, I do recommend champion level. I don't think it says here anywhere. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. We can change the text style too. I like the first one best. This is kind of like 80s, but I like this. Oh, how do I remove this? I kind of want to remove it now because it's not Canaan anymore. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we'll use the other image. Um, Now we need to. Oh, yeah. What do I need to do now? I need to go find the guy, the hermit's hut, and he's to the southwest. And I need to follow the path of the silver moonbeam Follow the path of the silver moonbeam where the three ancient oaks cast their shadows. What does that even mean? Um, I bid farewell to the ancient tree and go find the, what's it called? Moonbeam. Find the path of the silver moonbeam. I don't know. Let's just see what it makes of that. I have coffee here too, but I think it's cold now. This is another good episode of AI Dungeon, isn't it? As you bid farewell to the ancient tree, its leaves rustling softly in the night breeze, you turn and set off into the whispering woods once more. The tree's directions seem to guide you, the moonlight filtering through the gnarled branches in a silvery beam that leads you deeper into the forest. The air grows colder, the shadows longer as you walk. Let's just continue on. The ancient tree's leaves. Okay. See, now I don't think it's starting to repeat. But let's just retry that because that's exactly the same thing there. You wander deeper into the whispering woods, following the silver path illuminated by the full moon high overhead. The night seems to hum with an unseen energy, the leaves and branches seeming to whisper in some unknowable tongue as you pass by. In the distance, a faint amber glow seems to pierce through the dense canopy. Ooh, I like that. Let us approach. I approach the amber glow area. Let's see if we can find that hermit before this episode is over, and then we can ask him to help us out on taking on the evil vampires there. As you approach the amber glow, the whispers of the woods seem to grow louder, more insistent, as if urging you onward. The glow emanates from a small clearing where a cozy thatched rout hut stands, its chimney puffing out a steady stream of smoke. The hut is nestled between three ancient oaks, their massive trunks twisted and gnarled with age, their leaves shimmering with that same otherworldly silver sheen. Ha! We have found him, actually. We have actually found him. I approach the hut and knock on the door. Oh, no, oh. Knock on the door. So now I can expand my map before the next episode. The door creaks open, revealing an elderly man with a long grey beard and piercing blue eyes that seem to look right through you. His face is lined with age and hardship, but there's a sharp intelligence in his gaze. "Enter, young one," he says, his voice rough but warm. "I've been expecting you, though I must admit I didn't think you'd make it this far." Ah, he's been expecting me, hasn't he? What do you reply to that? He's been expecting me. You've been expecting me. What do you call an old man? If you want to, like, an old, wise, grey, kinda, not holy, but you know what I mean. Otherworldly being like this. I thank thee. Nah, I thank thee for thy invitation. old man. I wouldn't we want to be called old man. Wise. They wouldn't call anyone sir back in the Middle Ages. Sir would have been like reserved for nobility. I'm not going to use thee and thou and those things. So I thank you for your invitation. This is going to be my story is a bit more well spoken language. Uh, ah, let's just send it like this. The old man steps aside, gesturing for you to enter the hut. As you cross the threshold, you find yourself in a cozy, dimly lit room filled with the aroma of herbs and the crackle of a small fire. The hermit closes the door behind you, the latch clicking firmly into place. Indeed, he says, his voice a low rumble, the ancient tree spoke of your coming. Ah, this story has actually not repeated itself too much, has it? I think it's because I actually do a lot of input. In the other story I played, I've just been kind of going with the flow more and pressing the continue button more, I think. Because when I play this just off screen, I play it very fast and I like to try to get the story moving and I only kind of intervene when there's something that doesn't interest me and I want to change it, or there's something that really interests me and I really want to be a part of the decisions and stuff like that. So maybe that's why this particular fairy tale story hasn't really been repeating at all. We had one here, but I just did one retry and it was good. In the other story I played last night and this morning too, I played it a bit. Even if I did retry, it just wrote the same thing over and over again, several times. So in the end, I did this story. Now I can just input anything. So I can now I can now change the guy. All of a sudden, he changes into a vampire and see what, for example, and see what the AI generates out of that. So you can really go wild with this. It's like a big sandbox. Oh well. He shuffles to a wooden table where a small lamp flickers, casting shadows that dance along the walls adorned with oddities. Bottles of colored liquids, dried herbs, and ancient yellowed scrolls. I'm Edwin, former servant of House Blackthorn. I escaped their thrall 30 years ago, but I know their ways intimately. Tell me, what brings a young adventurer like yourself to the Whispering Woods? Surely you didn't come seeking mere treasure. Nay, old man. Oh, I was going to keep it a bit more not so fantasy language. No, old man, I came seeking adventure. Oh, and when I found it outside Thorn Hall, I ran away like a coward. So now I need to correct my way. I need to take on those Oh, oh, oh. Destroy their clan. To protect the people of Silverfall. I need to do this to prove myself. Edwin's face darkens as he listens to your tale, his hands clenching and unclenching at his sides. Brave words, young one, but the Blackthorns are not to be trifled with. They are the first of their kind, born of dark magic and ancient pacts. Their power is vast, their cunning legendary. He moves to a small cabinet, pulling out a dusty bottle containing a swirling, opalescent liquid. Yeah, see, this is a bit of repetition, but over here it's good. It's okay, because he's saying these things, and he's kind of repeating the things that the ancient tree said, but it's okay in this case. Let's press continue on this. This is so much fun, I think. I may have something that can help you, he says, holding up the bottle. This is a potion of sunlight, distilling the power of the morning sun into liquid form. It's dangerous to create, but if used properly, it can temporarily weaken the vampires. But be warned, it's highly volatile. One drop can blind a man for life, while too much. He leaves the sentence hanging, his eyes grim. Tell me, what do you know of vampires? Not much, to be honest, old man. I know. I know. mm, Um, I know they're weak to silver, and Silverbrand. Edwin nods solemnly, his eyes reflecting the flickering firelight. Silverbrand is a formidable weapon indeed, but the Blackthorns are no ordinary vampires. They possess ancient magic and cunning beyond your wildest imaginings. They can shapeshift, control the minds of the weak, and command the creatures of the night. Their fangs are not merely weapons, but conduits of dark magic that can drain the very soul from a man. Oh, I will require all the help I can get, old man. But it needs to be done. Their evil needs to be stopped. Coffee is cold here already. Ah. Edwin's eyes narrow as he sets the bottle of sunlight potion on the table with a soft clink. Then you'll need more than just a silver sword and a bottle of potion, young one. You'll need allies. And I know of one who might join your cause. But first you must prove your worth. The Blackthorns have eyes and ears everywhere, and they will not hesitate to strike if they sense you as a threat. Oh, this is a whole quest, isn't it now? Edwin leans back in his creaking chair, his eyes glinting in the lamplight. I speak of Lady Isolde, the eldest daughter of Baron Blackthorn. She is as beautiful as her mother and as cunning as her father, but she possesses a secret a spark of goodness hidden deep within her undead heart. She has rebelled against her family's evil in secret, using her influence to protect the innocent. Oh my, th- this is quite amazing. It develops into a whole quest and a whole story, just a whole really intricate story here. I shall seek out. Oh, oh, I shall seek out Lady Isolde. I like that name too. I speak of Lady Isolde. Yeah, Lady Isolde. Old man. I thank you for all your help and advice. Um, I hope he points me in her direction, otherwise I have to ask him. Edwin's lined face breaks into a grim smile. Good, but heed this final warning. If you fail to convince Lady Isolde of your worth, you'll find yourself in the worst kind of trouble. The Blackthorns do not take kindly to those who know their secrets, and they have ways of ensuring silence that make death seem merciful. He hands you a small leather-bound map. I take the potion from his hand and study the map. As you take the potion from Edwin's hand, the glass is cool and smooth against your fingers. The opalescent liquid within swirling and shifting like a tiny galaxy. The map is worn and yellowed with age, the parchment soft and delicate beneath your touch. The ink is faded but still legible, tracing a path through the whispering woods and beyond toward the towering spires of Blackthorn Manor. Edwin watches you intently as you study the map. The path to Lady Isolde's secret sanctuary is marked in red. But be warned, the whispering woods are treacherous, and the blackthorns have eyes everywhere. You must travel by night, when their powers are at their weakest, and you must be vigilant. They can sense the living, and they will not hesitate to strike. He pauses, his eyes narrowing. So their powers are weakest at night. Those are some odd vampires. I think we're going to retry. Think we're going to retry these two. I don't like these two. As you take the small leather-bound map from Edwin's gnarled hands, you feel the weight of your quest settling upon your shoulders. The parchment is yellowed with age, the ink faded but still legible. The map depicts a winding path through the whispering woods leading to a grand manor house nestled deep within the forest. The manor is marked with a sinister spider-like symbol, its legs radiating out like dark tendrils. I've already been at what's it called? The manor, the Blackthorn Manor. But I'm obviously lost in the woods now, so having a map is really good. As you study the map, Edwin shuffles to a nearby shelf and retrieves a small ornate compass. This will lead you to Isolde, he says, pressing it into your hands. But be warned, the compass needle will not always point north. It seeks out the dark heart of the forest, and what it finds there, well, that's for you to discover. Um, let's see if he has anything more to say, and then we'll take our leave of the old man here. I think I will have to generate a picture of him too. You tuck the map and compass into your pocket, feeling the weight of your quest settling upon your shoulders. Edwin's words echo in your mind as you prepare to set out once more into the whispering woods. The ancient hermit's hut seems to hum with a quiet energy, as if the very walls are imbued with the knowledge and power of ages past. You bid Edwin farewell, thanking him for his wisdom and aid. I think that's where we're going to end the story, but I'd kind of like to generate a picture of him too. So, I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it into the same document. We're going to quickly generate a picture of Edwin to use in the um, to use for the AI to create a picture. Maybe maybe oh, let's try this. If I don't get a result I like, that's I'm just going to use that then. That's a good picture. Yeah, I'm over time now. I think I should end the video soon here. Yeah, no, I don't. No, no, I don't like that. We'll try one more. I don't like that. I need to perhaps change the text here because nah. Let's let's remove that. Let's see if we can get something. I kind of want a picture of the old man. No. The old man hermit. Let's make sure it's an old man. Yeah, I should end the video now. No credits. Yeah, look at that. Now I have to pay. So that's 100% free for you. But luckily there are masses of other image generators out there. So yeah, that was the end of that. I didn't get my picture. I could possibly get it here then, couldn't I? I could. Yeah, I'm well over time now. I should be stopping this now. But let's see if we can do a good a good one in here. That's pretty good, to be honest, isn't it? It looks like a drawing, like a cartoon drawing. I think I actually like that. I think I'm going to use that. Why not? Oh well, I will have to end the video now. So, well, I thank you for watching this one.